Who thought the Patriots were going to be this bad? They're terrible, John. They absolutely cannot do anything, and you wonder, has Belichick overstayed his welcome? I look around at somebody like Carolina. I mean, they're as bad as anybody. I'd actually say I think the Bears could get them, John. I think I think the Bears got them. As bad as the Bears are, Bears probably. I'll put that spread at like 6 for the Bears. How about a little bit of NFL, John? When we're looking at the NFL right now, I think there are good teams. I think there are some pretty bad teams, and what I mean by that is some of the surprises out there. I look at the Baltimore Ravens. Now going in, I think people were excited to some degree. Obviously, you got Lamar Jackson. You should be excited. But it didn't seem like they were one of the teams in the AFC anybody was talking about, right? They talk about Kansas City, they talk about Cincinnati, they talk about Buffalo, all those different teams. And meanwhile, the Ravens are sitting there at 3-1. Lamar Jackson is absolutely outrageous. Now, he is a thrower as well as a runner. He leads the team, John, in rushing. He's got 220 yards this year. He's only averaging like 5.5 a carry. He's only thrown 1 interception so far, but he's also only thrown 4 touchdowns. But nonetheless, he's not getting rid of the ball to the wrong team. And what he's done so far, I think, has been spectacular. So they've got a great defense. They got a great offense. That's one of those teams. And a team that's surprising a little bit to me just because of the fact they're 3-1, because I don't think any of us had high hopes. How about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? I mean, did anybody think Baker Mayfield could be the quarterback that would go 3-1 against the teams that they were lined up against? I don't think so. So the defense has been there, but the offense has not. And they haven't been great on offense, but they're not turning over the ball so much. And by not doing that, it's giving them a chance. That's why they're 3-1. But those are the good side. I think on the bad side, the Patriots and Cincinnati. Who thought the Patriots were going to be this bad? They're terrible, John. They absolutely cannot do anything. And you wonder, has Belichick overstayed his welcome? Should he still be the GM head coach? We all like him. We all think he's historically one of the better, if not the best coaches in all of football. But daggone it, they look terrible. And Mac Jones has not gotten better. He's only gotten worse. Cincinnati, I can't figure out what's going on with that quarterback either, John. Joe Burrow, great quarterback. He had a good game, bad game, good game, bad game. I mean, it's kind of weird because, especially with Cincy, that's a team that people were talking about for the Super Bowl. They might take out Kansas City. Well, not yet from the way they look so far.
No. And Pete, I'm not even going to talk about the Bears except just to say that they suck. But if you want to see just a whooping laid down, I think the Panthers at the Detroit Lions, Pete, oh my God, the Panthers are terrible. They might be worse than the Bears. They're certainly near the bottom of the barrel, and they're going up against a really fired up Lions team. Now, some people might say, yeah, but they could look past them. I don't think they're going to be looking past them. I don't think Campbell looks past anybody, Pete. So that would be one that I'm not saying you take the over, but I'm saying you take the spread. You take the Lions and give the points. They're playing at home against a terrible team that can't play defense and can't score.
John, are we on a betting line now? No, I like that. I like that you went there because I totally agree with you. I like, going into the season, everybody liked the Lions. That's why it's not shocking that they're doing well, because I think we all saw Dan Campbell for the coach that he actually is, not just the crazy, quotes about biting off kneecaps and all that stuff, but a guy who's good and he motivates, and the players love the guy. I think they truly do, John. I think they take from him his energy. And I'll tell you what, you and I both always liked Jared Goff. He went into a bit of a hole for a little while, but he did go to a Super Bowl, and everybody forgets that. He's a damn good quarterback. So you've got him. You've got others. You've got great running backs, right? I mean, they've done a good job. They did a good job drafting. They got Laporta from Iowa. They've got a lot of pieces on the offensive side. That defense with Hutchinson and the rest of that defensive line, linebackers, corners, safeties, I think they have really built something. And Will they get to the Super Bowl this year? I have no idea. I don't think they're better than San Francisco. I don't think they're better than a few other teams out there right now. But they are definitely a team that no one wants to play because they're physical, they're angry, and they're out to prove something. So I look around at somebody like Carolina. I mean, they're as bad as anybody. I'd actually say I think the Bears could get them, John. I think I think the Bears got them. As bad as the Bears are, Bears probably. I'll put that spread at like 6 for the Bears.
Well, if I have to check the schedule, Pete, to see if they even play them. But that would be a horrible game. Thank you for tuning in, folks. This has been the Rebels Edge with Pete Najarian and me. And Jared, we appreciate all you're doing, man. We will be here with more bang at 1 p.m. tomorrow. Tune in for the Rebels Edge, 1 p.m. Eastern Time.